بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري وأحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. My name is Muhammad and welcome to Shams London Academy Shines Your Life. Today I'm going to teach you English and it's the class 11, chapter number 1, and page number would be the first page. Before starting our lesson, kindly switch off your mobile phones or any other electronic devices that you have that may cause any hindrance in our studies. And before we move on to the lesson, Shams London Academy kindly recommends you to stay at home as this virus is getting serious day by day. So save yourselves and others too. And we all pray. May Allah Azza wa Jal protect us and whole humanity from this deadly virus. Ameen. Thank you. All right, guys, we will start the reading of this chapter number 1. Before reading, I would like to give you a simple casual idea about this chapter. This chapter is about the childhood memories. The writer expresses his thoughts when he was a child. He expresses in a very different way, in a very good way. He expresses the ideas that when I was a child, I used to see the wrinkles, I used to see the stiff backs of people, and I thought that they willingly have chosen all these qualities to look bigger. As he was a child, he was thinking that everything that they have, the wrinkles on the face, the fat veins on their hands, as they were older, so he would think that they willingly are choosing all these qualities on themselves, which was an opposite case. Then later on, he realized that these qualities that they possess are the nature of human. This is the human cycle. We all grow up. First, we are a toddler. Before toddling, we are babies. After that, we become toddlers. Then after that, we become children. Then after that, the teenager era starts. And after teenager, we become mature. And so on the last and final stage, as we all know that human is mortal, we will die one day. So this is a fact. So we become mature and old enough that one day we shall taste death. So this chapter is about actually the childhood. It expresses all the feelings, all the memories that when I was a child, what I used to think and what I used to think right now. So dear students, open your book, chapter number 1, by the name Early Impressions. That would be in page number 1. I will read, as I've said in my previous session as well, that you will learn 2 things. One is how to read, skills of reading, and second, the pronunciation. So open the books and concentrate. All right, dear students, you will be watching a video in a short time. So watch the video and understand it's about the same topic, childhood memories. Please enjoy the video. Childhood memories. When we were children, we used to give time to every living creature living on the face of earth. We used to play and enjoy every moment of our life. We were everything to our parents, as daughter is most beloved to father. We were not only just brothers or sisters, but also friends. We played soccer with our loved ones, had different occasional activities, had the warmth of comfortable life, played joyfully on trampoline, ate delicious foods, played different games. I wish I were a kid, and for once more, if I could enjoy what was everything for me, miss you, my childhood. Alright guys, you have watched the videos and I hope you have some idea about today's topic. So today's topic is about the childhood memories. You have seen that what we were in our childhood. So right now, open your books and let's see what the writer has written. So dear students, open your books and listen. Childhood. I used to think that grown-up people choose to have stiff backs. Stiff backs are like the hard, rough backs. Like the older people, they cannot walk straight, so they have stiff backs, like a bended shape, or hard backs, which are not flexible. And grown-up people, those people who are mature enough. And wrinkles around their nose and veins like small fat snakes on either hand, on purpose to be grand. Now here it explains that they have wrinkles around their nose. Wrinkles that are the lines that elder people, when they grow up, when they are mature enough, when they are older, so they have wrinkles on their face. And young people do not have much of these wrinkles as they are young. Their skin is smooth and straight. And veins like small fat snakes means that they have veins visible by our naked eyes. We can see their veins as they are very thin, as they are very weak. They have saggy bodies and all that, so their veins are visible. So we can see the veins. So the fat snakes doesn't mean the snake itself. On the purpose to be grand means that this writer expresses his idea that I used to see all those veins, all those wrinkles and all those stiff backs, and I thought that they're willingly having these qualities. They choose to have these qualities, and plus, what was the purpose? To look bigger. Till through the banisters I watch one day my great aunt Ettie's friend who was going away. He saw his aunt who was going away and how her onyx beads had come unstrung. So he was observing her, that how her necklace scattered. The onyx beads are a type of the stones that are held together for the purpose of bracelet or necklace or any other garments. I saw her grope to find them as they rolled, and then I knew that she was helplessly old. Now here, it's trying to express that I saw her grope to find them as they rolled, and then I knew that she was helplessly old as I was helplessly young. He saw her suffering, and he was helplessly young. What was the suffering? That suffering was just that she was so weak and older. Her necklace was scattered, so he couldn't help her, the older person. So he was also feeling helpless, plus the older woman was also helpless. In today's session, we will just cover this part as it has many other parts. Inshallah, we will be having a session on that as well in the upcoming sessions. For you guys, your homework, thinking points, that what you should think about in this paragraph is that the first, like as I've said in the earlier sessions of mine, that you have to first understand the question, that what is it, and then it's very simple to define. You can define in your own wordings. For instance, number one, this poem describes the writer's memory of something. Of course, what is the writer's memory here? The writer's memory is about childhood, yes. And what he's trying to describe, he describes his thoughts, that what were my imagination or what were my thoughts regarding the elder people. So the question number one poses this, that this poem describes the writer's memory of something that happened when she was a child. How do you think? So we do know that the writer is a female here. So how old do you think she was then? What makes you think so? So here you should know one thing, that here the writer is trying to ask you that how old do you think she was then? Like she was very helplessly old, her bracelet torn away, scattered. So here you can say that she was very old, she was helpless, she could not help herself. So she was helpless. What makes you think so? What was the reason that there is an answer that she, as they rolled, and then I knew that she was helplessly, or in the last lines there is an answer to it. So this is the kind of a technique that you can find the answers of these questions in this paragraph. Further, we will continue this session in our next sessions. Thank you so much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Once again, Assalamu alaikum. Now the grammar session starts as we studied chapter Childhood Impressions. So we will link a grammatical lecture to this specific topic. So mostly the past tense is used. So today in grammar, I will be teaching you simple past tense. Simple past tense, it shows in action, which is finished in the past, very simple, but the time is also specified. You need to understand two important things in this tense. You have the helping verb, which is did. This is very important for you guys. You need to understand this, that in this tense, we will use only one helping verb with all the subject pronouns, or all the subjects, which is did. And also, you need to take into account the main verb of this tense, which is second form of the verb, is also used in positive sentences. So you need to focus on these two things. The definition that I have written on the board shows an action which was completed in a specified time. This is the main difference, because we do have another tense, present perfect tense. So this is one of the differences between these two tenses. So present perfect tense, action is also finished in the past, but the time is not specified. But in this, the time is specified. So specified time in the past. I have written all the structures, but now we will work on the examples as well. As you all know, we have 5 structures in grammar, mostly 4 we use. The 5th one, which is interrogative negative, the informal one. So we will also consider that as well. For positive sentence, we have a subject. You should know what is a subject. We have second form of the verb. You should know we have different form of the verb, first, second, and third. And we have the object and complement. You should, before learning these tenses, you should know what is object and what is complement. So complement actually deals with place, deals with the time, deals how an action is done, and deals with some complements. So that will be easier for you to distinguish between these two. So if I make an example for positive in a simple past tense, I would say, I choose a subject, I. Now I have for different forms of verbs. If I say play, so that is the first form of the verb. It's a regular verb, so it takes ed with itself, right? So here, if I say the subject I, so the second form of the verb, if I choose play, so which verb should I use, first or second? Of course, you would say the second, I played. I played. So choose an object, any object. What did you play? I played, let's say, football. You can also finish the sentence, and also you can add the complement here. The question arises here that, sir, football, is this the object or complement? This is very simple. Receiver of an action. Something is being done to something here, which is football. So that will be considered the object, not complement. I played football. If I add something to it, because complement actually gives colors to your sentence and completes the sentence. I played football yesterday. So here you can easily say that how many components does this sentence have. We have subject, we have verb, then we have the object. This is the object, and that is the particular complement. But which type of complement? Because we have very simple formula, PATAP. If you guys know PATAP rule, in order to know the complement, you should know that the PATAP formula, P stands for place, A stands for adjective, T for time, A as an adverb, and the last P is for preposition. So here, what is it? Is it place? No. Yesterday. What is it? Is it an adjective? I guess not. So what is it? Time, of course. And also very simple thing, common sense, it's a past tense, so you will use the past time expressions. So I played football yesterday. If I choose another subject, let's say Ahmad. Now here you do not need to change the verbs, you do not need to focus because it's the very simple tense, past tense. So here, what you have to do is Ahmad is now a third person here, so I do not have to add ES or IES or any rules should be applied here as we learned in the simple present tense, if you guys are aware of that tense. So here, subject is Ahmad. Again, I will use the second form of the verb. Let's say write is a verb. So you must be thinking right now that what is the second form of the verb of write? Yes, I can hear your voices. Ahmad wrote. Can I say written? Of course not. That will be used in perfect tenses. Ahmad wrote a letter. Ahmad wrote a letter. So here also the action is being done. What is the object? The object is letter. Do I have a complement? No. Should I add? You can add or you cannot. This is your choice. One of the usages of this tense is that you can eliminate time. You cannot use time if you want to. On one specific conditions, when the speaker and the listener both know the time, that what time was it that the action was done. So in this sense, you can also skip the time. So I would skip the time here. I would say that Ahmad wrote a letter. You can also add adverb. Ahmad wrote a letter fast. You can also use an adjective that Ahmad wrote a letter good, or Ahmad wrote a good letter. So a good here is an adjective. So as a complement is being explained, you should add different things to have different specific meanings. In negative, very simple. Now I want you guys to work on these two examples in all the structures. So I hope I could hear your voice in the practical class, but no problem. You should be able to convert them into negative. Right now, start doing it. I will also convert it for you guys to make it easy. Start working on these four structures. Right now, you have each and everything in front of you, and I will also work to limit the mistakes. All right, so the first example I would convert. What is the subject here? I. Very simple. Then here I had second form of the verb in the structure, but here what do I have in the structure? The helping verb. What is did? Did is my helping verb for this simple past tense. So I will follow the structure. I did. Then move on. Move with the structure. These things are very mandatory for you guys to make sentences. So in structure I have helping verb, then I have a negation. So in negation, so I will also follow this. I did not. Which sentence was I converting? This. So I, then did not was in my structure. Verb. Now what was the verb I had? Played. So here is the very technical thing. In positive, we use the second form of the verb. Guys, concentrate this point. This is very, very important. In positive structure of simple past tense, you use the second form of the verb. And all other structures, you will use the first form of the verb. Reason? Very simple. We already use the second form of the helping verb. What is the first form of did? Yes, do. or does. So, I did not, I already used second form of the verb. So, what do I have in my structure? First form of the verb. So, what is the first form of the verb? I did not play. You will not say I did not play. Simple past tense, very simple thing. So, I did not play. Again, carry on. What is in my structure? Object. Do I have an object in my first sentence? Of course. I did not play football yesterday. Do not forget the signs, the punctuation marks. I have written also in the structure for you to also polish your writing rules as well. So change the other example. Ahmed wrote a letter. How you will change? Ahmed didn't write or wrote? Yes. Ahmed didn't. Shortcut or the contraction of did plus not equal to didn't. You pronounce didn't, so you will add an apostrophe between N and T. So Ahmed didn't write a letter. Again, this is the negative one. Change it to interrogative, guys. Very simple. Follow the structure. I will only work on one example because of lack of time. So first example, I played football. What is in my structure? Did. I will follow with the structure. Did. What was my subject? I. Did I. Then what form? Which form of the verb? The first form of the verb. So first form of the verb you already know. Did I play? What was the object? Football. And the complement, I had the time yesterday. Again, in interrogative, many people have this mistake. They do this mistake, which is the punctuation mark in interrogative. And interrogative negative, you should always end the sentence with a question mark. So, did I play football? This is a question form. And Ahmed wrote a letter. You can also change that to interrogative. Did Ahmed? See, as I've said, did is used with all the subjects, with the singular, plural, first, second, and third. You can use with all the subjects this did helping verbs. You can also use with Ahmed as well. Did Ahmed write a letter? Now this verb again changes to the first form of the verb. And moving on these structures, we have interrogative, negative. This F stands for the formal. We use in formal places these structures in speaking, both in writing. And we do have informal, interrogative, negative as well. So in interrogative negative, what is the structure? Did. Then we have the subject. Then we have not. Then we have verb 1. Then we have object and complement. Only one thing is added extra between interrogative and interrogative negative, which is not, because it is a negation. We should add a negation here as well. So try to convert this. I will say verbally, very easy to save time. I played football yesterday. Did I not play football yesterday? Walk in a park, right, guys? So second example, change it. Ahmed wrote a letter. Did Ahmed write a letter? Very simple. And here, it's negative. So, did Ahmed not write a letter? Because we have not before the verb. So, did Ahmed not write a letter? And interrogative, negative, informal, what we do is, I will write this example to make it easy. I played football. Now here, I have did. Okay, so did will be the same. I have not. Not will also be the same. Subject I had was I. That will be on its place. Did I? Yeah, did not I play football yesterday? Question mark or full stop? Yeah, question mark. So did not I play football or didn't I play football? You might have heard in many casual films, movies, they use interrogative, negative, informal a lot. They bring not before the subject. Whenever you bring not, N-O-T, negation, before the subject, that's simple. That is informal sentences, interrogative, negative, of course. So you can change all the sentences, very simple. I will just again re-explain what is simple past tense or past indefinite tense. In some books you might see the other name of this tense, which is past indefinite tense. The definition very simple. It shows an action. Just don't follow the book always. Just think what is easy for you. Action finished in the past The time is also specified. That's it. I have written this definition, which is informal. This is my own definition. In books, you can have different definitions, which might be easier for you to understand, but this is a very easy definition for you guys. Structures, we have this. Everything is crystal clear. You can make examples. Your easy homework for you guys, make 5 examples each structure, for each structure. Make 5 examples. So in total, how many would that be? 5 into 5, 25. So make 25 examples, but the thing is, subject should be changed, verb should be changed, and object should be changed. Everything in each example, when you are making them, they should differ from one another. That will enhance your vocabulary, enhance your structures, and also will help you in your speaking as well. So this is the today's session, which was linked to our today's topic of class 11th book that we studied, the childhood memories. So it was the past memories that he was telling us, the writer was telling us. So you can also memorize these things, and apart from that, we will also conclude furthermore the usages of this tense in further sessions of ours, inshallah. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for your time. All right, dear students, as our lesson is finished, you have also seen a video, you have read the chapter, childhood memories, and also simple past tense, which was related to this topic. You also studied, and kindly do the homeworks, as I've said in grammar session. And in the last, the thought of the day would be that the highest ranks cannot be achieved easily. So you have to struggle, you have to go out and take the stand, and don't think for naysayers, and don't listen to naysayers. What are naysayers? Those people who give you the negativity, who injects that negativity in your mind that you cannot do it. But as Shams London Academy's students, we do understand that yes, we can. So thank you so much for your concentration. Do the homework and take care. Allah Hafiz. We do provide the books, our Oxford system in English. So dear students, if you are in need in these books, you can contact Shams London Academy, and we have the facility to provide you all these books at your doorsteps. Plus, don't forget to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Shams London Academy. Thank you so much for your attention. You have a good day.
Shams London Academy. Shine your light.